The Magellan, a human exploration vessel, cruised silently through the void of deep space. Its crew scanned the surrounding systems, searching for signs of habitable planets or potential first contact opportunities. Suddenly, a strange energy signature appeared on their sensors. Captain Evelyn Nakamura ordered the Magellan to investigate. As they approached the source, a sleek alien spacecraft came into view. "Hail them, Lieutenant," Evelyn commanded. After a brief exchange, a visual link was established. On the view screen, the crew was shocked to see a young alien female staring back at them. She appeared humanoid, with pale blue skin, large eyes, and delicate features. Her expression was one of pure curiosity. "Greetings, humans," she said in perfect English. "I am Cilia. Please tell me, what are those peculiar appendages between your legs?" The crew exchanged bewildered glances. Evelyn cleared her throat. Those are our reproductive organs. We use them to reproduce." Zelia interrupted, her eyes widening. "Fascinating. And how exactly does that process work?" Evelyn blinked, taken aback by the alien girl's forwardness. "Well, it's a rather complex biological function. Perhaps we could discuss it another time. For now, may we ask what brings you out here alone?" Celia tilted her head slightly. "I was conducting a survey of this sector when my craft experienced a malfunction. I am unable to make the necessary repairs and my power is nearly depleted. Would you be willing to assist me?" Evelyn considered the request. This could be an unprecedented opportunity for peaceful first contact. "Of course, Cilia. We'd be happy to help." She turned to her crew. "Prepare a boarding party. Let's see what we can do for our new friend." As the Magellan approached Celia's damaged vessel, the young alien girl watched intently. "Remarkable," she murmured. "Your kind is quite different from any I have encountered. I look forward to learning more about you, humans." The boarding party made their way to Celia's craft, carefully examining the alien systems. It was clear this technology was far beyond their current capabilities, but they would do their best to render aid. Evelyn stepped closer to Cilia. "In the meantime, perhaps you could tell us a bit more about yourself and your people. We're eager to learn about your culture and society." Zelia's large eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. "But of course, where shall I begin?" As the crew listened, transfixed, Celia launched into a detailed explanation of her homeworld and the advanced civilization of her species. It was clear that a remarkable first contact was unfolding before their eyes. As the Magellan's crew worked to repair Xilia's craft, the young alien continued her barrage of questions about human anatomy and biology. She seemed utterly fascinated by even the most mundane aspects of human physiology. "And these fingers you possess, how precisely do they function?" Zelia asked, gently examining the hand of one of the crew members. The human, Lieutenant Harper, shifted uncomfortably. "Oh, well, we use them for all kinds of manual tasks. Writing, tool use, that sort of thing." Zelia nodded, her eyes narrowing in contemplation. "Intriguing. And what of these reproductive organs you mentioned earlier? I confess, I am most curious to learn more." Harper glanced nervously at Captain Nakamura, who stepped forward. "Zelia, I understand your fascination, but those matters are quite personal for humans. Perhaps we could discuss something else." But Celia was undeterred. "Personal? I do not understand. On my homeworld, we are quite open about such things. Please, I must know. How do you humans reproduce?" The crew exchanged uneasy glances. Evelyn cleared her throat. "Zelia, I apologize, but I must insist we change the subject. These topics make my crew uncomfortable." Zelia blinked, seemingly bewildered by their reaction. "Uncomfortable? But why? Do you not wish to share this information with me?" "It's not that we don't want to share," Evelyn said, choosing her words carefully. "It's just that discussions of human reproduction are considered quite private and inappropriate in most social contexts." "Private?" Zelia echoed, her brow furrowing. But how can you advance your species if you do not openly discuss such matters? Evelyn sighed. It's a cultural difference, Xylia. On our world, these topics are typically reserved for more intimate settings. Xylia fell silent, her gaze thoughtful. Then a look of realization dawned on her face. Ah, I see. Forgive me. I did not mean to cause offense. I simply wished to better understand your kind. Evelyn nodded. I know, Xylia. And we appreciate your curiosity. But perhaps we could find another topic to discuss while my crew works on your ship. Xylia considered this, then smiled. Very well, Captain. I am most intrigued by your propulsion systems. If you would be so kind as to explain how your engines function. As Xylia launched into a new line of questioning, the crew breathed a collective sigh of relief. Though the cultural differences had caused some awkwardness, it seemed the diplomatic situation was stabilizing. For now, at least. As the Magellan's crew worked to repair Xylia's spacecraft, the young alien continued her eager questioning. Though initially taken aback by her direct inquiries about human anatomy, Captain Nakamura recognized an opportunity to foster mutual understanding. Evelyn approached Xylia, offering her a seat in the ship's mess hall. Xylia, I apologize for the discomfort earlier. Perhaps we could start fresh, and you could tell me more about your people and your culture. Xylia nodded, her large eyes shimmering with curiosity. I would be delighted, Captain. As I mentioned, we Xylarians place great importance on open and direct communication. I simply wish to learn as much as I could about you humans. Evelyn smiled. I understand, and we're eager to learn about you as well. Why don't you begin by telling me about your homeworld? Over the next several hours, Xylia described her planet, Xylara. Its lush, vibrant landscapes, its advanced technological society, and the rich tapestry of its people's history and traditions. The crew listened, captivated, as she painted a vivid picture of this alien civilization. In turn, Evelyn shared details about Earth and humanity's own cultural diversity, technological progress, and exploration of the cosmos. Xylia's eyes widened with fascination. Remarkable, she said. Your species has accomplished so much in such a short time. And yet you still have much to learn about yourselves and the broader universe. Evelyn nodded. That's true. But we're eager to expand our knowledge and to forge connections with other intelligent life. Perhaps our peoples can learn from each other. Xylia considered this, then smiled warmly. I believe that is an excellent idea, Captain. Already, I feel I have gained valuable insights into your kind, and I sense a genuine curiosity and openness within you. Relieved to see the diplomatic progress, Evelyn gestured to the crew. Well then, shall we continue our work on your ship? With any luck, we'll have you back up and running in no time. As the repairs progressed, Xylia observed the humans with newfound understanding. She began to appreciate the intricacies of their social customs and the subtle nuances of their interactions. A genuine fondness grew within her. Captain, she said one day, I must thank you and your crew. You have shown me great kindness and patience. Despite our cultural differences, I feel I am starting to truly understand your species. Evelyn smiled. I'm glad to hear that, Xylia. And we've learned a great deal from you as well. I look forward to seeing what other discoveries await us, now that we're forging this new connection. Xylia nodded, her expression thoughtful. As do I, Captain. As do I. As the repairs on Xylia's spacecraft neared completion, the young alien's fascination with human technology only grew. She observed the crew's work intently, asking probing questions about every system and component. Your propulsion drives are quite ingenious, Xylia remarked one day. Though primitive compared to our own, the principles behind them are sound. Tell me, could you perhaps modify them to increase their efficiency? Evelyn considered the request. Well, we'd be happy to try, but our understanding of the technology is limited. Any improvements would be modest at best. Xylia nodded thoughtfully. I see. Then perhaps I could offer some insights from my own people's advancements in this area. Over the following weeks, Celia shared detailed schematics and technical specifications for its Silurian propulsion systems. The crew was amazed by the sophistication of this alien technology, far beyond their current capabilities. Working together, they were able to implement several of Celia's suggestions, dramatically increasing the Magellan's top speed and fuel efficiency. The ship's performance was transformed. Incredible, Evelyn marveled, as the Magellan effortlessly navigated through the void. This is going to revolutionize our exploration efforts. Celia smiled proudly. I am glad I could be of assistance, and I must thank you, Captain, for your hospitality and willingness to collaborate. It has been a most enlightening experience. As the repairs neared completion, Celia revealed another surprise. There is one more gift I would like to share with you and your crew. She proceeded to download a vast trove of data onto the Magellan's computer systems, schematics, scientific theories, historical records, and more, all related to Silurian civilization. This information represents centuries of our people's accumulated knowledge, Celia explained. I hope it will prove useful in your own studies and technological advancements. Evelyn was overwhelmed. Celia, this is incredible. Your generosity is truly humbling. We will safeguard this knowledge and put it to good use, I promise. Celia nodded, her eyes shining. I have no doubt you will, Captain, and I look forward to seeing what other wonders your species can achieve, now that we have forged this alliance. As the final repairs were completed, Celia prepared to depart. But before she left, she turned to Evelyn one last time. Captain, I must say, I am grateful to have met you and your crew. You have shown me that the universe holds many marvels, and that even species as different as ours can find common ground. I shall remember this encounter fondly. Evelyn smiled warmly. As will we, Celia. Safe travels, my friend, and may our paths cross again someday. With that, Celia's spacecraft powered up and soared gracefully into the depths of space, leaving the Magellan and its crew to ponder the remarkable events that had just unfolded. Months had passed since Celia's departure, and the Magellan's crew had made good use of the advanced Silurian technology and knowledge she had shared. Their explorations had expanded, and several promising new worlds had been identified. But one day, a distress signal suddenly appeared on their sensors. Evelyn's eyes widened as she recognized the origin. It was Celia's spacecraft, under attack by an unknown alien force. Lieutenant, plot an intercept course, Evelyn ordered. Maximum warp. We have to get to her before it's too late. The Magellan surged forward, its newly enhanced engines propelling it through space at incredible speeds. As they neared Celia's location, the devastation became clear. Her small craft was heavily damaged, barely holding together under the relentless assault. Hail them. See if we can establish communication, Evelyn said tensely. After a moment, Celia's face appeared on the view screen. Her expression panicked. Captain Nakamura, you must help me. My ship is crippled, and my attackers show no mercy. Hold on, Celia. We're coming, Evelyn replied. Just hang in there. We'll do everything we can. The Magellan opened fire, its newly enhanced weapon systems pummeling the enemy craft. But they were outnumbered and outmatched, their adversaries employing unfamiliar tactics and firepower. Suddenly, Celia's ship jolted violently, its engines flickering. No, my power systems are failing, she cried. I'm losing control. Evelyn gripped the armrests of her chair, her knuckles white. Lieutenant, get a lock on Celia's position. We're going to have to beam her aboard, then get out of here fast. The transporter team worked frantically, struggling to maintain a stable lock on Celia's rapidly failing life signs. Finally, with a flash of light, she materialized on the Magellan's deck, barely conscious. Medical team to the transporter room, Evelyn barked. Get her to the infirmary. Now. As the medical staff rushed to tend to Celia, The Magellan executed a hasty retreat, its engines straining to the limit. The enemy vessels pursued, but the human ship's superior speed and maneuverability allowed it to escape. Once they were safely away, Evelyn hurried to the infirmary. Xylia lay on a bio-bed, her wounds severe but stabilized. "Xylia, what happened?" Evelyn asked, her voice laced with concern. "Who were those attackers?" The young alien's eyes flickered open. They are agents of the Galactic Empire," she rasped. "My people have been under their oppressive rule for generations. I was on a diplomatic mission when they ambushed me." Evelyn's jaw tightened. The Galactic Empire. Ha. "Well, don't worry, Xylia. You're safe now, and we're not going to let them get away with this." Xylia managed a weak smile. "I had a feeling you would say that, Captain. You humans never cease to amaze me." As Tilia drifted into unconsciousness, Evelyn's expression hardened with determination. Whatever the cost, she would see that Xylia's people were liberated from the Empire's tyranny. This was no longer just a first contact scenario. It was a fight for justice. Xylia's harrowing encounter with the Galactic Empire's forces had left the Magellan's crew shaken but resolved. Captain Nakamura knew they had to act quickly to aid Xylia's people. After Xylia had recovered, Evelyn sat down with her to discuss a plan of action. "Xylia, can you tell me more about this Galactic Empire and the threat they pose to your people?" Xylia's expression darkened. "The Empire is a ruthless, expansionist regime that has subjugated countless worlds under its rule. My homeworld of Solara is one such victim. We have been forced to comply with their demands for resources and technology, with little autonomy left to us." Evelyn's brow furrowed. "And the attack on you, was that an isolated incident, or part of a larger campaign?" "I'm afraid it is the latter," Xylia replied. "The Empire has been systematically hunting down and eliminating any Xylarian diplomats or envoys who attempt to seek aid or forge alliances with other species." Clenching her fist, Evelyn made a decision. "Then we have no choice. We have to stop them. Xylia, I won't let your people suffer under their tyranny any longer." Assembling a team of the Magellan's best officers, Evelyn began planning a daring mission to Xylia's homeworld. Using the Xylarian intel and technology she had provided, they would infiltrate the Imperial stronghold and gather intelligence, paving the way for a larger liberation effort. The operation was risky, but Evelyn was determined. "We owe it to Xylia and her people to at least try," she told her crew. "This is about more than just first contact. It's about standing up for what's right." With Xylia's guidance, the Magellan navigated through enemy-controlled space, evading patrols and outmaneuvering Imperial ships. Finally, they'd reached the orbit of Solara, a lush, verdant world under the Empire's oppressive grip. Beaming down to the surface, the infiltration team moved swiftly and stealthily, gathering critical intelligence on the Imperial forces' numbers, deployment, and defenses. Their findings were troubling, but confirmed the need for a larger-scale intervention. As they prepared to return to the Magellan, they were suddenly ambushed by a squadron of Imperial troops. A fierce firefight ensued, but the human crew's advanced weaponry and Xylarian technology gave them the edge. In the chaos, one of the Imperial soldiers was captured. Interrogating him, the team made a shocking discovery. Xylia was not merely a curious young alien, but in fact a member of Solara's royal family, a princess whose disappearance had galvanized resistance efforts across the planet. Relaying this information to Evelyn, the team hurried back to the Magellan. The captain's eyes widened as she absorbed the news. "Xylia, why didn't you tell us?" The young alien's gaze was downcast. I feared you would not believe me, or that you would refuse to help if you knew of my true status. I simply wanted to forge a connection with your people, to gain your trust." Evelyn placed a reassuring hand on Xylia's shoulder. "You have our trust, Xylia. And now we're going to help you and your people take back your homeworld." As the Magellan prepared to lead the charge against the Imperial forces, Celia's expression hardened with determination. The time for diplomacy had passed. Now, it was time for action. With Celia's royal status revealed, the Magellan's mission shifted into high gear. Captain Nakamura coordinated with the growing Silurian resistance movement, sharing critical intelligence and strategizing a full-scale assault on the Imperial occupation forces. The plan was risky, but Evelyn was determined. We're going to hit them hard and fast, cripple their defenses, and give the Silurians the opening they need to rise up and take back their homeworld. Zilia's eyes shone with a mixture of hope and trepidation. I pray your strategy succeeds, Captain. The future of my people rests on our victory here. As the Magellan and its Illyrian allies launched their attack, a brutal space battle ensued. The human ships' enhanced systems and the Silurians' intimate knowledge of their home terrain gave them a decisive edge, allowing them to overwhelm the Imperial forces. On the ground, the liberated Silurians rose up, seizing control of key infrastructure and government buildings. Zelia herself led a daring raid on the Imperial governor's stronghold, confronting the tyrant and forcing his surrender. With the Galactic Empire's grip on Silara broken, the planet erupted in celebration. Zelia, now hailed as a hero, addressed her people with a stirring speech. Today, we have reclaimed our freedom. No longer will we be subjugated by the Empire's oppression. We will forge our own destiny, guided by the values of peace, justice, and cooperation. Turning to Evelyn and the Magellan's crew, Zelia smiled warmly. And we have our new human allies to thank for this victory. Together, we have shown the galaxy that the strength of unity can overcome even the mightiest of foes. In the aftermath, the Axilarians and humans forged a powerful alliance. Zilia's people shared their advanced technologies and scientific knowledge, while the humans provided military support and resources to help rebuild Silara. Evelyn and Zelia became close friends, working tirelessly to establish diplomatic and economic ties between their respective civilizations. The exchange of ideas and cultures was fruitful, leading to breakthroughs in fields ranging from energy production to biomedical research. As the years passed, the human-Silurian alliance grew stronger, with both species benefiting enormously. Silara became a hub of innovation and progress, while humanity's exploration efforts expanded exponentially, fueled by their new partners' advanced capabilities. Reflecting on their first fateful encounter, Evelyn marveled at how far they had come. Who would have thought that a chance meeting with a curious young alien would lead to all of this? Zelia chuckled. Indeed, Captain, but I always knew there was something special about your species. Your courage, your compassion, and your thirst for knowledge. These are qualities that have made our alliance flourish. With a warm embrace, the two friends looked out at the stars, confident that their people's partnership would continue to shape the destiny of the galaxy for generations to come.